And then eventually the Lord started having me write some books and then started traveling around the United States. And I started traveling for 5 straight years, living in other people's homes and people that I did not know. I knew none of them. They knew me from Facebook. That's how it started, basically. So I had the trust the Lord was setting me up to live with these people, sometimes for a night, sometimes for a week. And what the Lord showed me was behind closed doors, I could get a bird's eye view of how their family was operating. Yeah, he was training me. He was showing me because I could see, like, I remember one lady that called me to come down. It was in Florida and said, "Oh yeah, my husband, he's a Jezebel. He's just horrible. He's mean." Well, then when I saw him behind closed doors, she was the one that was controlling and being mean to him. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she's lying.
Gosh.
So I could see all of this. And so it gave me tremendous understanding, because who gets to travel for 5 years, living in other people's homes and seeing how they treat one another, how the husbands and wives treat each other, how the children interact. So, of course, I'm not like spying on them. I'm just in the home. So I can see it and hear it. And so I was traveling and I was doing ministry in some of their homes.
Yes.
Because some of the churches flat out, they would not want me to come in because I suspect that either the pastor or some of the leaders were operating in some demonic spirits, and they did not want me to come in there because they might end up being exposed, and they didn't want people to know that. It's so sad. And the Lord, I told the Lord, I'm like, man, I go, we got to get the people in the church delivered.
Yes.
I go, that's the problem. I go, there's so many people out there in these churches and leaders that are not healed, that are not delivered. They're prideful, they're pharisaical, they're in sexual sin, they're in corruption, they're in control, manipulation, they're very prideful. And it's like you can't force a person to get delivered if they don't want to. Jesus couldn't get the Pharisees and scribes delivered. He knew that their hearts were wicked, that they were jealous and they hated him. So I got to see all this. I'm traveling, I'm doing Facebook Live teachings,